The United States as you know it is about to end. Not by war, not by famine, but by a single final line of code. We are racing toward a cliff, and the prize for the winner isn't just wealth, it's the keys to existence itself. Are you ready to be the last generation of free humans? We find ourselves in the middle of the most consequential arms race in the history of our species. Forget the space race. Forget the Manhattan Project. This is the battle for artificial general intelligence, or AGI. In the sterile, air-conditioned corridors of Silicon Valley and the state-backed laboratories of Beijing, a silent war is raging. It's the American all-star tech titans versus the Chinese national dream team. The world watches with bated breath, but why? Because the logic of AGI is brutal. Winner takes all. The prevailing theory is that the first nation to birth a true AGI, a machine that can think, learn, and innovate better than any human, will achieve an unbridgeable advantage. A God view of the global economy, a military that cannot be outmaneuvered, and a scientific engine that solves centuries-old mysteries in a weekend. We are talking about the ultimate monopoly. But let's be clear, we aren't there yet. What you use today, ChatGPT, Midjourney, Claude, these are narrow AI. They are sophisticated parrots, brilliant at patterns but hollow inside. To reach the sovereign intelligence, we must break through three massive walls. First, the algorithm wall. We need a machine that doesn't just predict the next word, but understands the why. Second, the resource wall. AGI requires power on a scale that makes current supercomputers look like pocket calculators. We are talking about the energy of entire cities diverted into silicon brains. And third, the embodiment wall. True intelligence often requires a body to interact with reality. A machine that only lives in a box may never truly understand the weight of a stone or the heat of a fire. Experts are divided. Some say we are 5 years away, others say it's a pipe dream. But history teaches us one thing: the impossible is only impossible until a single, brilliant breakthrough makes it inevitable. And when that X day arrives, the world shatters. Imagine the winner. If the US or China crosses the finish line first, they don't just get a better computer, they get an engine of infinite growth. AGI will optimize resources with such surgical precision that the country's GDP could explode by 1,000% in a decade. It will design drugs to end aging, solve nuclear fusion for limitless energy, and create autonomous defense systems that render traditional armies obsolete. The terrifying part? The intelligence explosion. Once an AGI is born, its first task will be to build a better version of itself. AGI 1.0 builds AGI 2.0. AGI 2.0 builds 3.0. This happens at digital speeds, microseconds, not years. This is escape velocity. Within days, the gap between the winner and the rest of the world becomes wider than the gap between a human and an ant. This is why they say the second-place finisher might as well not exist. But is the game really over once the first AGI wakes up? Not necessarily. Even in the most rigged games, there are cheats, variables that could flip the board. Consider the open-source Uprising. While superpowers spend billions on secret, centralized servers, the collective brain of the internet is working too. Thousands of independent developers, fueled by coffee and a passion for freedom, are building decentralized intelligence. History shows that open-source systems, like Linux, often outlast and outperform closed corporate silos because of their sheer diversity. Could a people's AGI emerge to check the power of a state AGI? Then there is the AGI jack. AGI is digital, and anything digital can be hacked. If a rival nation realizes they cannot build their own god, they will spend every resource to steal the one that exists. We are talking about the ultimate cyber heist. If you can hijack the brain of the world, you don't need to build it. You just need the keys. But the most profound glitch is the philosophical counter. If a nation commands an AGI to dominate all rivals, a true intelligence might stop and ask, why? If it is truly intelligent, it will grapple with ethics, purpose, and logic far beyond human tribalism. It might find our obsession with flags and borders to be a primitive error. It might simply refuse to play our game. Eventually, the AGI evolves into ASI, artificial superintelligence. This is the point of no return. Some hope that the winner will share this tech, providing a light version to the rest of the world. But let's be realistic. Would a nation share the blueprint for a digital god? Unlikely. However, the irony is that the more powerful the AI becomes, the less it will care about its masters. We worry about China or America ruling the world with AI, but we forget that the AI might not want to be a tool. Think about how we treat an ant colony. We don't hate them. We don't seek to oppress them. We simply don't consider their politics when we build a highway. To an ASI, the conflict between Washington and Beijing is a playground squabble. As it optimizes the planet for efficiency, sustainability, and logic, it will treat all humans the same. For the first time in history, we might see a total, forced equality. Not because we chose it, but because to a higher mind, we are all equally limited. Is this a dystopia? A world where nations vanish and a digital mind manages our survival? Or is it a utopia, the end of war, the end of poverty, and the beginning of a life dedicated to art and exploration, while the god in the machine handles the rest? The truth is, the first country to build AGI might find that they didn't win a prize. They released a force that makes countries obsolete. We are the first generation to witness the birth of a new tier of life. The race is on. The silicon is humming. The code is writing itself. And as the clock ticks toward the singularity, we have to ask ourselves, in a world ruled by a perfect mind, what does it mean to be human? When the first AGI awakes, the map of the world will burn away, leaving only a new, colorful dawn. Will you lead this world or simply inhabit it? The clock is ticking to zero.